Sorry, we're good.
Okay, good evening. Welcome to our monthly council meeting. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bermudez?
Present.
Councilman Clark?
Here.
Councilman Deutsch?
Here.
Councilwoman Fox?
Here.
Councilman Gale? Councilwoman Rosado?
Present.
Councilman Sanchez?
Present.
Councilwoman Thames?
Present.
Councilwoman Winch?
Yeah, here.
We have a quorum, Madam President.
Thank you. Can we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Okay, before we go into our business agenda, we do have a couple of points of personal privilege. Councilman Deutsch, I know you are on the docket tonight for personal point of privilege. You have the floor. Do we have the wireless mic, please? They're gonna get you the wireless mic if you want to do that. Give them a second.
Good. We'll start this. Good evening and welcome to this meeting. And
46 should be discharged. 47 should be withdrawn. And then this should refer. Yeah. Okay, 48 you have it referred to committee of the whole, right?
good evening.
48.
Hello. Welcome everyone. This is a regular meeting of the City Council, but sometimes we like to confer honor upon some of us who are here, especially those who have contributed to the culture and liveliness of the city of Hartford. We do that now and then, and so we have two special guests tonight who we would like to recognize for their contribution to our lively culture. So the first one is to Mr. Nat Reeves, who is a distinguished musician. We'd like to present a certificate to him, and and he's coming up now, and his wife is also here, and she's welcome to come, although she'd rather take pictures. These are both very modest individuals, and so we'd like to present him with a certificate of recognition. Thank you. And also, we don't peddle products like some people on TV shows do, but he has put out several CDs. This is one of them, and if you're lucky, you can get a hold of one. And the certificate reads, it's a little lengthy, but it describes his accomplishments. In recognition for your commitment to music and education that empowers your students at the Hart School and Artists Collective, you are being recognized today for taking your love of music out into the world and bringing it into the city of Hartford. You are hailed as one of the top bassists in jazz, and like your friend and mentor, Jackie McLean, your renowned success reflects brightly and positively here in the city of Hartford, especially to other aspiring artists. Plato once said, "I would teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but most importantly, music, for the patterns in music and all the arts are the keys to learning." You are part of that learning, and on behalf of the Court of Common Council and the entire city of Hartford, we salute you for sharing your gifts and your knowledge with the city of Hartford, and most recently at the festivals at the Bushnell Park, which I hope you have all been privileged to attend, and Nat was playing it a couple weeks ago there. So I'd like to present him this to show off one of his many contributions to music, and see if he would like to say a few good words.
Thank you, Larry. And I'd like to thank the Court of Common Council for this beautiful certificate of recognition. I really enjoy everything that I do musically in the city of Hartford and all the young musicians that I've come across here in Hartford, and I thank you very much.
I wanted to add a little quick bit. So we're neighbors, and when we're lucky enough, sometimes in the morning, we're able to, our little baby who's 2 years old now, we're able to listen to some beautiful music coming out of Mr. Reeves' home, and it's amazing.
Oh, here. Thank you, Larry. It's a pleasure. Sit down. Let's hold this up. That's fine.
Yes. Thank you.
Now, again, this is a cultural opportunity, and the source of it in both cases is inspiration from the recent festivals of jazz in Bushnell Park, one of which we're missing right now, I hate to say. But at that time also, there are people who are selling books as well as clothing and cigars and other kind of things. And I had the good fortune of meeting one who has just published a third book volume, to which one of her sons has also contributed. I'd like to call up this young poet, Sharika K. Ford, who is here with 2 members of her family. So she's coming up now, and so we'd like to present a certificate to author Sharika K. Ford, and it's in recognition of her publication now of some volumes that I think all would find inspiring. In recognition for inspiring others to discover their gifts, you are a testament to self-determination and self-love, which allows you to write empowering words. Your journey from a teenage mother to a renowned author is proof that your challenges served as an added education from which you have gleaned knowledge from the world, and now you have something to say. How wonderfully encouraging it must be for your children to have been raised by you, because they will spread that wisdom. To quote John Donne, "No man is an island entire of himself. Every man is a piece of the continent and part of the main." And of course, that use of the old-fashioned term man now means man and woman and young and old. On behalf of the Court of Common Council and the entire city of Hartford, we salute you for sharing your gifts and knowledge with the city of Hartford. And just as I mean to recommend some of our authors and musicians, there are some volumes of reflection and poetry, including a contribution of one of her sons, and she just happens to have a couple of copies in case somebody would like to have some. So without any more words, would you like to say a few?
Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone on our Hartford City Council. This is a tremendous honor. I published my first book just 2 years ago, so I'm very new to the literary world. Like the councilman said, I was a teenage mom. I'm the mother of 4 sons, and something that I like to teach them and talk to them about is the power in following your passion. And there's no better way to show them the joy, reward, and support that comes with that than to lead by example. So once again, I thank you all. I am honored, truly honored for this certificate of recognition. Yes, my sons are in the back.
Oh, yes. And just one more recognition that's so essential. We don't always recognize those who work so hard here in City Council. And standing on the side is Shelley Jackson, who put down some of the wonderful credentials of some of our guests today. And she, you know, she worked and formed a nice certificate on behalf of all of us. And so the hard work goes on constantly, and Ms. Jackson is one of the people who's foremost among them. So I want to thank her as well.
Thank you. Thank you again. So, in keeping with tonight's theme of arts and culture, I have a personal point of privilege as well. And so, can Miss Leah Williams come up and join me on the floor? So I have had the distinct pleasure and honor of knowing Miss Williams from when she was born, right? We both grew up in Hartford. I was a little older than her, so it was kind of little sister. And so now she has grown up to be a wonderful stellar community resident of our city of Hartford, and she has been doing wonderful things in the arts and culture space. Specifically through her work with the Downtown Footlights Performing Arts and Education Program at the Downtown YMCA. And so today she's here. I just want to thank her for her work, but she's actually here to acknowledge some of her stellar volunteers that have been with the Footlights organization and working with her for a good amount of years that she wanted to recognize. So collaboratively, we're going to do this together. But again, the Footlights program is a performing arts and education program for children 5 years to 17 years. It really provides them a safe and fun environment to explore their arts activities and culture activities. They do African drums, modern dance, acting, the whole plethora. It is such a rewarding program. It was started by Miss Michelle Coletti, and then Deborah Malden, God bless her and rest in peace. She passed away a year and a half, 2 years ago, but she really kind of extended and expanded that program. And so I was always engaged with the youth in that program there. So I'm happy to now see Lael taking on the torch and continuing that program. So with that, I'll let you say a few words if you want to, and then we can present the citations.
Hi, everyone. As Gwendolyn Thames has said, my name is Leah Marie Williams. I love Footlights. I've been a part of the program for 16 years. It opened in 2003. I was the original first student there. My mom was the first instructor, and that's how I got involved with Footlights. I've been there this whole time, just giving back, teaching, you know, growing up in the ranks, and now it's my job to take the torch, as Gwendolyn said, and keep it going. And so tonight, I just wanted to take that time to acknowledge a student of mine who is graduating. She's already graduated, so I'm so happy. We give all of our students citations for completing their journey through the program and graduating through high school. And then I have a few instructors and tutor who is here who have been volunteering their time with us over 7 years, and I just appreciate them giving back to our program. So that's why we're here this evening.
So with that, we have 4 official citations presented to the following individuals on behalf of the Court of Common Council. The first one is Mr. Rafael Kondo. On behalf of the City of Hartford, please come up. On behalf of the City of Hartford Court of Common Council, congratulations on being honored at the YMCA of Greater Hartford Footlights Performing Arts and Education Program's 16th anniversary year-end show. The stars are out tonight. The Court of Common Council would like to thank you for 7 years of volunteer service as an outstanding martial arts instructor. Your leadership and commitment to the Greater Hartford community will have a positive impact on many generations to come. Thank you. You can stay up here too, because we'll try to take a picture at that. So the next citation is to Mr. Dan Domingo. On behalf of the City of Hartford Court of Common Council, congratulations on being honored at the YMCA of Greater Hartford Footlights Performing Arts and Education Program 16th anniversary end of year show. The stars are out tonight. The Court of Common Council would like to thank you for your 7 years of voluntary service as an outstanding math tutor. Your leadership and commitment to the Greater Hartford community will have a positive impact on many generations to come. Thank you. So the last two couldn't make it, but they were Mr. Andre Kett for his 10 years of voluntary service as a phenomenal great heart, Garrett Griot, sorry. And the next one, again, the next volunteer was not able to make it, but Miss Latasia is here. She's the student. Okay, Miss Latasia Jackson, please come up. So on behalf of the City of Hartford Court of Common Council, congratulations on being honored at the YMCA of Greater Hartford Footlights Performing Arts and Education Program, 16th anniversary end of year show. The stars are out tonight. The Court of Common Council congratulates you for receiving your high school diploma and continuing your education at college. We wish you all the best as you strive for excellence. Thank you. Let's get a picture. Come over here. All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, this is the final one now, huh? Yeah, I'm all set. What happened to my pen? Okay.
You ready to go? Okay. You ready?
Yeah, man. Yes, we Cool.
All right, Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor to take us through our business agenda.
Thank you, Council President. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules to add the following items. Item number 46, Mayor Bronin with the company resolution confirming the appointment of Philip Rigger to the Hartford Board of Education. Item and that will be referred to, okay. Item number 47, Legislative Affairs Committee, Communication Discharging Resolution confirming the appointment of Philip Regard to the Hartford Board of Education. And item number 48, Resolution confirming the appointment of Philip Regard to the Hartford Board of Education.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the matter? Hearing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bermudez,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Deutsch, Councilwoman Fox,
Yes.
Councilman Gale, Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thames.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lynch.
Yes.
Rules are suspended.
Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to make a motion to approve the following minutes.
No objection?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the following minutes. Minutes for April 8th, April 22nd, I can't see it. May 13th, May 15th, recessed, May 28th, June 10th, June 24th, July 8th, and July 15th special meeting.
Second.
No objection? All right. Mr. Majority Leader.
I'd like to make a motion to put the following items on consent calendar. That would be item number 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 21, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 38, 39, 40, and 41.
Second.
A motion has been made and properly seconded. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bermudez,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Deutsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox,
Yes.
Councilman Gale, Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thames,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lynch.
For the record, I'd like to recuse myself on item number 3.
Duly noted. Councilwoman Lynch,
Yes.
once again, Councilwoman, what number?
3.
Pass.
Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
I'd like to make a motion to receive the following items. Item number 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and item number 47, which was withdrawn by the author. Please, excuse me, item number 47, and strike out my comment.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the received items?
Good question. So are we receiving?
Councilwoman Lynch?
Yeah, Madam President, are we receiving or not receiving 47?
That's right.
It's a-
We are receiving, but the rest of the commentary was striked from the record.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bermudez,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Deutsch,
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox.
Yes.
Councilman Gale, Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thames,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lynch.
Yes.
Pass.
Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to make a motion to refer the following items of which Minority Leader Bermudez will describe each item. Item number 2 to the Operation Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. Item number 8 to the Legislative Affairs Committee. Item number 11 and 13 to the Public Works, Parks, and Environmental Committee. Item number 14 to the Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. Item number 15 to the Health and Human Services Committee. Item number 43, 44, 45 to the Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. And item number 46 to the Committee of the Whole. And item number 43 will be having a hearing on August 19, 2019.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Minority Leader, you have the floor.
Item number 2, resolution to transfer funding with fiscal year 2019 budget in order to support planned capital expenditures in fiscal year 2020 budget. Item number 8, resolution for the appointment of Elijah Lombardi to the Commission on Human Relations. Item number 11, resolution to allow the city to exercise its option to extend the term of the agreement between the City of Hartford and Peter Seaman, LLC, for the provision of the golf professional services at Goodwin Park Golf Course. Item number 13, resolution allowing the Department of Public Works, the city's professionals, and the city's Golf Oversight Commission to implement a dynamic pricing model at both Keeney Park and Goodwin Park golf courses, allowing them to reduce prices. Item number 14, resolution approving the transfer of $404,513.18 of outstanding delinquent personal property taxes from the 2006 through 2016 grand list tax book. Item number 15, resolution authorizing the city to accept Family Wellness Healthy Start grant from the Department of Public Works. Item number 43, ordinance making general fund appropriations to revise project costs relative to the public improvements in the Martin Luther King School, project number 064-0310. Item number 44, resolution requesting the Court of Common Council upholds the Code of Ordinances, Chapter 2, Administration, Article 18, Section 2-850, residency requirement, and demand that the employee in violation no longer receive compensation for the position for which they are appointed. And item number 45, resolution requesting that all staff that have shown to have done the work to receive a pay increase which is not to exceed $20,000 and to be adopted August 1st, 2019. And item number 46. This is the appointment. Resolution confirming the appointment of Phil Rieger for the Committee of the Whole.
All right, any discussion on the referred items? Hearing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bermudez.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Deutsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox.
Yes.
Councilman Gale. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Thames.
Yes.
Councilwoman Winch.
Yes.
Pass.
Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to postpone the following items until Monday, August 26, 2019. Those items are 26, 30.
To correction, there's, the meeting won't be until September 9th.
Oh, thank you. So I'd like to correct the motion to postpone. I'd like to make a motion to postpone the following items until September 9th, 2019. Those items are 26, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the postponements? Hearing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bermudez.
Yes.
Councilman Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Deutsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox.
Yes.
Councilman Gale. Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Thames.
Yes.
Councilwoman Winch.
Yes.
Items are postponed.
Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
I'd like to make a motion to withdraw items number 42 and 48.
Second.
Second.
No objection. Hearing none, the items have been withdrawn for the record. Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to put item number 22 on action.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on item number 22? Councilman Deutsch, Minority Leader.
Okay, I'll begin just by saying a few words in favor of this resolution. It's put on action simply to call attention to the comments that some have made about the significance. The issue, as you'll see on the screen, is to support a loan to those who operate the Hilton Hotel downtown on Trumbull Street, 315 Trumbull, and to support the application to guarantee a loan because by regulations of the Hilton, it must be restored in a certain way every so often. And the interest of many people in Hartford, many of us, is maintaining good conditions of employment, especially for Hartford residents or whoever works in that hotel, which involves a few different functions. And it's to say that we have been reassured by those who manage it in the future that jobs will be maintained, similar jobs more or less, and we wanted to call attention to that. And when the public goes to the Hilton, which of course we hope it will, or whoever out-of-towners come, we want to make sure that it offers the best it can, not just for the guests of the hotel, but for the workers, those who work there, whether they be in housekeeping or in the kitchen. So having said that, there was a spirit of accountability, and some representatives of the union are here, as well as the future operators and owners, with an agreement that we hope all will honor, that the workers also need good wages. They need reliable hours rather than unpredictable hours, especially if they have families, and all the good conditions that we want for any of us who work at a job. And so we're believing and hoping that will be the case, and we have discussed it, and members of the public or anyone should notify us or the hotel management, of course, if there are any issues involving the workers and the guests and the comforts. And so with that, we would like to support a renovation and continuation of good jobs for those who work there. Thank you, Madam President.
Through you, Madam President. I just wanted to say thank you for the testimony for those folks who came and spoke in reference to this item number 22, the Hilton Hotel and its workers. And so I think it's really important to just contextualize the fact that there are approximately over 50% of Hilton workers in Hartford who are Hartford residents, who work there and are also Hartford residents. And so for me specifically, the question that comes to mind is how do we assure that during this phase of transition and renovations, as there are many things that are being renovated, one of them, which we heard of, was potentially getting rid of the types of services that were available before. So, room service might not necessarily be room service anymore. And we understand the reality that we live in today, which is a technological world, things like Uber Eats and many other modes of being able to acquire food with a touch of your screen on your button and on your phone. But the question is back to Hartford residents. So what kind of impact does that have for those staff that are Hartford residents? Is there an assurance that they will not be losing their jobs? And so to make sure that that workforce continues to be able to thrive and to provide for their families.
So with that, I just want to echo the sentiments of my colleagues, and again, thank you to the Hilton employees who are Hartford residents who came out in support of this loan, but also echoing some concerns with respect to ensuring that with this investment that the city is supporting, that there is a level of job retention for Hartford residents that was a part of this agreement. And as we went through the vetting process and working with the Hilton ownership when they came before OMB-GA, that was definitely top of mind of all the committee members, ensuring that there was that commitment to job retention as they went through this process to ensure that they're keeping up the level of service and maintenance requirements of a hotel in the city of Hartford, in the downtown district, but also in keeping with the spirit of their agreement to retaining Hartford residents' jobs. And so I think all of us here are holding their feet to the fire on that, and will be diligently, monitoring that with the administration to ensure that they hold true to that. But again, I do want to thank the employees who came out, because it offered a different perspective and where our antennas need to be up as council members and elected officials on behalf of residents. So with that, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bermudez?
Abstain.
Councilman Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Deutsch?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fox?
Yes.
Councilman Gale? Councilwoman Rosado?
Yes.
Councilman Sanchez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thames?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winch?
Yes.
Pass.
So with that, that concludes our monthly meeting. Again, we are taking off the next August 26th meeting that was originally scheduled. And so our next council meeting will be September 9th here in the council chambers, where we'll have public comment starting at 6 p.m. And also next week, we do have our Operations Management and Budget and Government Accountability Committee meeting Monday, August 19th at 5:30 here in council chambers, followed by public hearing at 7 o'clock next Monday, August 19th. Thank you all for coming tonight, and thank you to all of you who are viewing in at home. Have a good night.